The bacterial disease of the lower digestive system. One of the bacterial disease of the lower digestive system is infections. Infections is most often acquired by eating contaminated food, especially raw or undercooked pork products, as well as ice cream and milk. It can lead to inflammation in your stomach and intestines. Symptoms of infections are pathogens enters gastrointestinal tract and multiples. Delayed symptoms while bacterial population grows. Infections, most of the time, infections can result fever, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, nausea, and vomiting. Causes of infections: Yersinia, most found in pork, Staphylococcus, which are found in dairy products, meat, and eggs. Shigella, that are found in water and often swimming pools. Salmonella, found in meat, dairy products, and eggs. Campylobacter, found in meat and poultry, and E. coli, that are found in ground beef and salads. There are types of intestinal infections. One is yersiniosis. Yersiniosis is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. This infection occurs when you eat raw or undercooked pork contaminated with Yersinia enterocolitica. Symptoms of yersiniosis: fever, stomach pain, and diarrhea. Staph food poisoning. Staph food poisoning are foods that are contaminated with Staphylococcus aureus bacteria, which includes meat, eggs, and dairy products. Food poisoning is not an infection. It is a toxemia, which is associated with the ingestion of preformed microbial toxins. Since the toxins are ingested preformed and no microbial growth within the human is required. Symptoms occurs rapidly, usually within 12 hours, 2 to 12 hours, which includes nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps. Shigellosis persists because Shigella is present in large numbers around the bases of toilets used by infected persons. They readily pass through toilet paper into the fingers. After an incubation period of 36 to 72 hours, the initial non-specific symptoms of fever, 39 degrees Celsius, and cramping, abdominal pain are prominent. Water diarrhea usually appears after 48 hours with dysentery. Next, salmonellosis. Salmonellosis occurs when you eat foods contaminated with salmonella bacteria that includes meat, eggs, dairy products, and certain vegetables such as sprouts. A certain number of humans infected with these organisms become chronic carriers after the organisms colonize their gallbladder. Salmonellosis is more common in the summer, where warmer temperatures allows for rapid growth of the organisms in the contaminated foods. Symptoms of salmonellosis: 10 to 14 after ingestion, the patients experience a gradually increasing fever with headache and anorexia. The symptoms persist for a week or so and then are followed by diarrhea. Next, campylobacteriosis. Campylobacteriosis is caused by the Campylobacter bacteria. The Centers for Disease Control says this is the most often found in undercooked meat and poultry. Campylobacters adheres to intestinal epithelial cells, NM cells. Depending on the strain, the bacteria can produce a heat labile toxin or cause the cells to ingest the bacteria cells. Symptoms: Symptoms include malaise, fever, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. The E. coli infection. The Center for Disease Control E. coli infection. The Center for Disease Control says that this infection occurs when you eat foods contaminated with bacteria called Escherichia coli. The most common Escherichia coli strains carried in the human intestine have minimal or no invasive ability. The symptoms of E. coli infections includes crampy abdominal pain, watery diarrhea, followed by grossly blood diarrhea and little or no fever, followed by the grossly bloody diarrhea and little or no fever and vomiting. Lastly, how to prevent these infections? You should wash your hands after using the toilet and before handling food. Avoid close contact with others during your illness. Do not prepare food for the people until symptoms improve. Avoid unpasteurized milk and raw meat or shellfish. Keep your kitchen consistently clean. Drink bottled water while traveling. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation, sir.